Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Now, the NBA, I would say, is 90% of the players are the descendants of slaves, are the individuals that was brought here on slave ships, living in the projects, in the ghetto, in the hoods, going to, high schools and bad neighborhoods or whatever, playing outside in basketball courts in the hoods, at public parks or whatever. And these individuals make up 90% of the NBA, and they've been dominating the NBA and pretty much made the NBA a popular sport. But due to the situation that they're in, it looks like they have pretty much showcased what they was meant to showcase. And pretty much, when you look at the descendants of slaves, they was the only people on earth took into another nation in chains. And people been telling them all type of stories about why it happened and what was going on, calling them Africans or what have you. But none of the Africans can play or have the abilities like these individuals. None of the Africans that's 6'4", 6'5", 6'1" can come over here or go anywhere and play basketball like these descendants of slaves. And so when you look at how these individuals in history always dominated the sports, drew so much attention to the sport, you're not gonna understand unless you understand who these individuals are. And so when you look at slavery and captivity, it's not a phenomenon. It's been happening for thousands of years, and it's been happening to one group of people for thousands of years. You see, even before 2,000 years, when the so-called Bible was created, slavery was happening to the same group of people. Captivity was happening to the same group of people. You see, and you can take it all the way back to Egypt. Egypt was at least 3,000, 4,000 years ago, and that was the beginning of captivity and slavery. And these are the same individuals that was in Egypt, the same individuals that was building the pyramids in Egypt, the same individuals that was doing hard labor in Egypt when Egypt was a kingdom. So coming out of Egypt, they developed their own homeland in Jerusalem and start disobeying their God, and their God was throwing them into captivity every time. They went to worship other gods, he would throw them in captivity. They would worship other gods, he would throw them in captivity. He let the Edomites come and put them in captivity when Saul and David was fighting. Was really wasn't fighting, but God had gave King David the kingdom and had took the kingdom from King Saul for his disobedience. And while David was with the Philistines, the Edomites came and took a city that David had to himself and stole his 2 wives and took all of the people into captivity. And so these children of Israel been going into captivity for the longest. But when you go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6, it lets you know that God chose these people to be a special people unto himself above all the people on the earth. No other people was going to be like these people. No other people was going to be as strong as these people. When you look at you look at Genesis 25:23, it lets you know that Jacob's children, because Jacob was his name was changed to Israel, so his children will be stronger than the other people. And so that's all this sports is displaying, that they are stronger than all the people on the earth, and it's making them a special people. They can endure captivity without being totally exterminated. You see? And so the tribe of Judah mainly is the ones that's in basketball and sports. But now it has come to the point of time that 400 years is up, and these sports is going to have to go to a halt, because in 400 years, or after 400 years, it's all about the deliverance of the children of Israel, because that's the time. That's the time the Most High set that the children of Israel would be delivered after 400 years. He didn't say specifically, as soon as the 400-year mark hit, I'm a deliver the children of Israel. So you can't throw it out the window. But the point of it is, after them 400 years, you know deliverance is coming. And so these basketball players that's playing, the football players, baseball players, whatever sport you got, while these children of Israel is in captivity until the Edomites, until all the nations, the heathens, they have all got to the point where their captivity is over. Their captivity is done for. And so the plan of the elite, who control pretty much what goes on in the captivity with these Israelites, the children of Israel, they see that the children of Israel are waking up due to the prophecies that they would wake up and re-establish themselves as the rulers of the earth, because the earth was made for them. It wasn't made for everybody. It was made for the children of Israel. When you go to Deuteronomy 32, verse 7 and 8, it lets you know that the children of Israel was going to be pretty much the foundation of the earth. God divided the nations according to the children of Israel. And so they would be the governing body. They would be the high priests, the kings and the priests of earth, to keep the earth in order. You see, and so it's come that time that the time is up for the Gentiles, like Luke 21:24 say, the time of the Gentiles is up. Now it's time for the Israelites to rule again. Now it's time for the Israelites to go back to the Holy Land of Jerusalem and Israel and rule again. Because physically, they haven't lost anything. Physically, they haven't lost the fact that they're the stronger people on earth. So they're benefiting from the strength that God gave them, but just they don't have a homeland, and they don't have sheep and cattle, and he destroyed them economically. When you go into that's what captivity is all about, economics. When you go into Deuteronomy chapter 28, it talks about the captivity, but it gives you a reason why they would be in captivity and pretty much have an evil eye towards each other. When you go into Deuteronomy 28:54, it say, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. And this is the children of Israel. And he says, so that, in this 55 of Deuteronomy 28, so that he will not give any of them. I'm going to say that again. So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he have nothing left in the siege and in the straitness, wherein thine enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. So the enemy of the Israelites is going to cause them to be distressed, and they're going to seize everything that the Israelites have, and the Israelites not going to have nothing. See, he's not going to have nothing left. Only thing he got left is his strength, and that can only help him in captivity. But it ain't going to get him out of captivity. Because in Deuteronomy 28:68, it say, no man shall buy you or save you or redeem you out of this situation. No man with his strength is going to redeem the children of Israel or save his brother. Like in Psalms, it say, not one of your brothers can save you. You see, not one man on this earth can save you. Only Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah can save you. And so that's what's going to happen to the children of Israel. And that's why he shut down all these sports, because they're not needed anymore. They served their purpose for the time, and now it's all over. The time for the children of Israel and their deliverance is here. And see, men are fainting out of fear because of this situation. And in Luke 21, Yahweh Shah, who they eagerly call Jesus Christ, told the children of Israel, who are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that when they start seeing these things come upon the earth, lift up their heads and know that the redemption is nigh, is near. It's time to be freed from captivity. And so they shut down all the sports, and it's time to be redeemed for the children of Israel. The sports is not coming back. NBA is not coming back. Baseball, football, none of that is coming back. They are gone. It's going to be, from now on, distress, great tribulation for the children of Israel, like a woman in birth pain, because she's finna give birth to the baby, and that baby is the kingdom of Israel. See, the kingdom of Israel is finna be birthed into the world. So now, this world ruled by the Edomites, and that was, like Job 9:24 say, was given into the hands of the wicked. This earth is finished. And so these individuals pretty much now Salakia. This NBA is over. To keep it short and to end it, the NBA is over, and the children of Israel are finna be delivered. And so they can kiss the NBA goodbye, and the only thing they can do is look at these highlights, because that's all you're gonna get. Ain't gonna be no NBA, because they know that the UFOs is in the sky, and they seeing these things, and they scared to death, and they trying to go warp speed into getting rid of these children of Israel. So I'm gonna leave it there. NBA is finished, never coming back again. And all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rekakadash, double honors to the elders, pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Death to America, death to these red dragons. Shalom.